Alright, welcome to another episode of Kev's Coaching Corner. I'm gonna try and do this a little quicker, maybe try and focus on some different things, and not get hung up so much on the same stuff, but we might go over some of the same stuff, because I'm sure it will show up again and we didn't fix it in one day, especially since Nigel refused to watch the first coaching video. So, this is one of Rick's solo games. I didn't get to watch it, so we're gonna live react. I think I tuned in halfway through this game. Or maybe Rick just went live. It doesn't matter. Oh, flashed. Tough. He's a pretty annoying character. I'm not gonna waste my time talking about, like, the real... Like, you just got mechanically outplayed there. He, like, horizontal flash your move. You should have, like, reacted with your own flash, but it's whatever. Like, that's not worth going too deep into. Okay, I do remember this now. I did watch this. You stay here at like 12 health for like ever. And I don't really know why. And you never take TP. And notice he also has a refillable potion. I don't think you ever buy HP pots after your first back. That's something I think I noticed. So like you'd take an even trade, and then he probably used both his pots, I assume. I don't know if there's a way to see his charges. Whatever. Yeah, he's already healing up right here. I can see the heal marks on him. So, like, you lose this trade by default because he has healing pots and you don't. And he's level 6 now, so you have to, like, stay under your tower. This wave, it makes sense to stay. Because it's going to push into tower. He probably can't just one-tap you. Maybe he could if he was a good player, but he doesn't go for it. So I don't understand why you don't hit B right here. Instead, you'll see what happens is that you're too low health to help him, and you're too low health to farm your own wave. So you're just kind of like... stuck in this awkward spot where you're just doing nothing. That Xin was gonna die no matter what anyway. But like, you couldn't stand up and square up with this guy anyway. You walked over there because you know you're waiting. And Nigel knows how much time it takes to get back to lane, but I got a feeling it's probably close to 30 seconds. So like, I think you could have gone back and come back by now. Like, this is the 30-second window right here. Where you just kind of wander around and do nothing. So, now you're at, like, super low health. Okay, he bags, and you're still not bagging. This part you were trying to stay safe from Amumu, I get it. But like, you were off base again. I think you got experience for those 3 minions, maybe. Probably not a big deal then. I think that's really the only thing I remember noteworthy from lane phase. Sometimes you just like hang around when it... To me, it doesn't make sense. You're like basically daring the guy to kill you, but you don't really have any other thing to do.
Seriously?
Okay, here comes the gang. Okay, this is something else. This play ends up going well, so like it's not the worst because it turns out okay in the end because you end up outplaying the Talon. But this is one of your toxic traits. You do this every single time you get ganked. If you can imagine, I wish I had like the John Madden drawing a line thing. Look at how close you are to safety here. This is the distance to safety. You see a Mumu coming. You step up anyway, which is a weird decision to begin with. There's not even minions. Again, you're like daring him to kill you, I guess. Let me make sure we got the right vision. Yes, you knew a Mumu was there. But then, again, it's one screen away. Xin Zhao is 1.5 screens away, and he's doing some other shit. He's busy. And he's not as strong as a turret.
Don't even think about it.
Anytime you get ganked, you almost always, instead of running to your tower, I notice in almost every situation, you run into your jungle. And like, if your jungler is there, maybe they can do some crazy play. If they're not literally at chickens, if they're doing red buff or something, maybe they flash over wall and save your ass or something. Or this guy gives up grubs while the grub chases him down, he takes a bunch of damage and it resets, but he comes to help you, right? That's like what's gonna happen in your head. But the jungler doesn't want to do that. In fact, the jungler is like, fuck you for bringing these guys to me. That's the number one thing he's thinking. So, but even if the jungler isn't there, sometimes you do this. Like, you run into the jungle instead. And so your route to safety is like up here, through here, here. Instead of here to here. And I don't really, I don't know why you always do that, but your character doesn't have mobility either. Like, going into the jungle is his advantage. The character you're playing doesn't have ways to jump over walls or anything even. So like, if you were like LeBlanc or something, it makes sense. But on Vex, to me, it doesn't make any sense at all. So you're kind of out here in no man's land, but you outplay the Talon because he engages before Zamumu. If the Talon was smart and he waited for a Mumu to attack you first, I think this situation goes way worse. But in the end, like, they misplay. But you don't want to have to rely on the enemy misplaying for you to win. In my opinion, you walk upward, First of all, I don't know why you baited yourself to die here, but what you should do in reaction to a gank is a Mumu starts walking in, you should be walking straight backwards, and then when he goes to throw a hook, because you know he's looking for a hook, you gotta try and flash it. And you would flash up here or something and get back to your turret, and everything goes fine. Now again, I know you're like, this is silly, we won anyway, but in my opinion, it could have gone even better in that you wouldn't have died. And you aren't relying on your jungler to just drop whatever he's doing and save you when you don't know this guy, or what he's gonna do, or what he's capable of. Walk into your turret is the higher percentage play. That's the easiest way to put it. Like, you ended up going for the 15% play and you won in that scenario, but in most scenarios you would lose.
Whatever.
Okay. Free dragon, easy. Nothing eventful going on.
Feel what I
Ooh, close.
lose the path.
Alright, boss. Your team's losing. Bot lane? Yeah. Your Jinx is still farming good though. Jungle Gab. Okay. Misplay by Zin there. Your junglers love dying under your turret. No offense to anybody else that could be watching this video. I don't find myself in that situation very often. Okay. What's this fucking idiot doing? This play is blown. Your Jinx is dead. Your jungler might be able to back in this brush. Your support might get away. Let's see what Rick ends up doing. Oh, snipe. It wasn't the worst. Like, I mean, like, you died and didn't really accomplish anything, but to be honest, that's your Xin Zhao. Mostly horrible play here. How did they see you? They got a ward there? They do have a ward there. So they knew you were coming up. Yeah, and then you're stuck fighting Talon in jungle. This is just his place. I don't know. It's not really awful. Just unlucky. That's mostly unlucky. Like, I think walking down there was smart in case your team somehow you were able to bail them out or they were like able to make a play. It was smart to walk down there. But this turned out bad. Okay. Rick gets some cleanup kills. Easy. See, that's what you were hoping to do the first time, I'm sure. This time it just went better because your Xin Zhao is actually in position instead of riding the Herald to nowhere. We're back at bottom again. I think this is a horrible play. Not you getting caught by that hook. Ah, your ult is about to come off cooldown. Zin's ult is down. Melio's ult is down. I guess the mummy did use his ult too. In my opinion, you guys don't have vision and you don't have any of your power. Like, you don't have priority anywhere. I don't know. This is like bronze stuff just standing at objective. I hate watching this. I hate watching this happen, and it happens in your games all the time. This Amumu is like, thank God they're all grouped up. We will kill them. That's what happened. Uriah's TP down to die? That's a vibe. That was 4v5? I wasn't even paying attention till now, but I just realized Swain and Kale are both here. And Swain is what? Is he the support? Swain's the top laner. Okay. Hold on. When do you guys see Swain appear? You see 3. Swain. Okay, 2030, we're leaving. My team is out of here. The only way we're staying, our whole team's ults are down. Everyone's ult is down right here, and it's a 4v5. The only world where we stay is Ryze starts TPing right now. Because they already have numbers on you. So 2030, we discover we're in a losing position. "30 seconds pass, we lose the game. We did not give up the losing position. We fight a 4v5, everything goes wrong. Tough. Ryze TP's 8 hours late. Never should have even TP'd. What the comms should have been there. Tough to do. But your Ryze is not there. You see their top laner here. You ping back. Abandon this. Abandon this shit. You're behind. You're not going to square up on a 4v5 and win. You got to get out of here. You don't even have your playmaking tools. Alright. Alright, I've gone over yet another standing by an objective play. Probably my 8th one that I've talked about. Is there anything else worth reviewing in this game? Who knows? Let's latch back onto Rig, see what happens. Okay, 3 ults down again. Right here? You guys just shot 3 ults. You do not have your top laner again. It's like 3v3 right now, but you don't have any power. You're behind. Like, these people shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. None of this should be happening. Just contesting stuff for the sake of contesting it is not a good play. Nobody died that time. Or? Okay. Nobody died that time, so you guys lucked out in that regard, but still just wasted time. So much time burnt. Now Jinx is tilted, she's toxic, she sucks. Got an Amumu flash for nothing. That's pretty nice.
Seriously?
Hold on. I'm just gonna harp on this a tiny bit more. I just put it together in my head how to explain this. This tower is down. It's a visual bug. Right there, you blew 3 ults. That was your play to contest Dragon, and it didn't work. They lost Talon ult, and you guys lost Vex, Xin Zhao, and Jinx ult, and you didn't get the Talon, so you lost the Dragon. That is like that was your play to get Dragon right there, and it didn't work. The rest of this is just time lit on fire. Like 30 seconds of nothing accomplished. Anyway, alright, moving on. We've talked about so many of these plays. They just happen all the time.
Lose the pep. Feel the well, look at you.
Okay. And now you guys are so far behind, you can't kill the Swain, you don't like have the power anymore. It's just like GG. Unfortunately, their comp is like a late game comp, like Swain, Kayle, and Jhin, and even Amumu, like, are all super strong late game. And the game is getting longer, and they're ahead, so there's like no angle for this to turn around. I think I'll probably just ditch out of this one. There's probably nothing else to talk about here. Don't want to waste too much time like I did last time. Already spent a lot of time reviewing 2 plays of the same stuff that I've talked about a lot already, but I'm committed to the bit. Was that this one that we just watched? Yes. This might have been the one where I was out to lunch and I didn't see it. Okay, now according to Rick, what goes wrong in this game is that the Cho'Gath throws. I did not look at the scores before we loaded in at the end. Or not the Cho'Gath. His top laner throws. But we're here for Rick.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Mid Gnar? Or mid Smolder? I didn't know that was still a thing. Apparently you're about to make him sit down right here.
Bring it down a notch.
Easy. Maybe mid Smolder isn't the thing. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So you were like, just from standing in lane? Okay, you forced him to back. Okay. It's not horrible. It's mostly just good on Master Yi for going to check the dragon. Like, I guess I could say, I don't know, it's kind of revisionist history to go over this. Because, like, I don't think your decision was necessarily bad. But your mid lane, or your jungler is taking the dragon. And you back because you're at 0 mana. But, like, if you were really committed to helping him get dragon, you would be backing right now. But, who knows? You're not, like, in comms with this guy. You don't know that he's gonna hard force dragon. So, I don't think your decision was that bad. And I'm done talking about it. Can't expect you to make LCS decisions. Just something to keep in mind, I guess, but I don't know. I'm sure if I was in the same scenario, I probably would have played that out the same way. You, like, earned a wave advantage against your opponent. You took it, and, like, your jungler got caught out while you were not able to help him. It is what it is. Oh, Rick farms him. Your Nunu is a very high risk player. He's just like Nigel. Okay, you guys are gonna get dragon easy. Huge play, huge play.
Don't even think about it. Lose the pep.
Okay. Master Yi went on you and he didn't have the right. Okay, this is a really good play. Oh, they didn't even need you. That was a really good decision anyway. Your opponent is missing, and you see that, like, your team's going to make a play, and you followed along. I really like that. Unfortunately, it looks like in the 50-50 of deciding where to go, bot lane had 2 juicy kills, but we couldn't have predicted that. Yeah, good decision.
Nope.
Where's your Tyrone? Did he AFK? Oh no, he's been dead. Okay, they swap because you've been whipping this Smolder's ass.
Bring it down a notch.
Huge. Huge play. That was really risky. I don't know what you were doing there, but okay. See, it's a meme. I shouldn't even go over it. Look, we can fast forward through it. You guys are down. They killed your bot lane. Your bot lane still has to walk back here. Dyrone is apparently coming. He just woke up. You guys have no vision of anything. There is no point for you two to go. It just shouldn't happen. Just kidding, his team pulled up. We got the 5v4. We're on the winning side. Thank God. It's very funny that I paused this and then I was wrong on this one because your team came. This guy. How does he lose? How do you lose? Okay, your ADC just leaves you to die. Master Yi's fed its game. It's so game. It's hard to, cause like you're only one person. You can't put down every vision in the game, but you're pushing in blind here. You've got your two squishies and this Dyrone who's trolling you for some reason. What happens to Janna? Okay, your Nunu was never there. Your Janna walks away for some reason. I don't know why she left you guys to die.
Well, look at you.
What's going on here? They got Cho top. You guys can't see anyone else. And he's turret diving. This guy sucks. You were right. Your top laner sucks. You guys are... If there's one thing to keep in mind, this is a tip to everybody who doesn't main supports. Do not dive Morgana. She wins. This is Dyrone's fault mostly. Because if Dyrone was standing next to you guys as Master Yi, he couldn't do that. But I think that might be the game. Your ADC shouldn't have gone coward mode. They should have just tried swinging at him with you. That's game. Look at how bad everything goes after this. You just needed to not be here. Like, pushing up blind with no enemy vision is like, don't, here's how I think about it. When I play League of Legends, how I think about this game is that if I cannot see an enemy and I don't have information on them, they are right here in Fog of War. That is my assumption at all times until I know where an enemy is. And that's how I play the entire game. So like, if we're walking into here and I can only see Cho'Gath, I would assume Master Yi is here, or Master Yi is getting his wolves, and like their Morgana's waiting right here to kill me, and their ADC and like their mid laner are gonna like fly over the wall with Morgana and just beat the shit out of me. That's what I would assume in that scenario, and I would not step up. But like you have to buffer information in your head of like where could this character be if I can't see them? Because they're not sitting in base. I can guarantee that they are not sitting in base. Okay. Okay, your Dyrone is away. They got Otacon. We didn't even see it. You guys have the power, but you didn't have the positioning, the timing. How come you guys are always behind on getting to the objective? Enemy team always has more vision and always is there before you. Something wrong is happening. Okay, they ping that they're going there. Rick's baiting his team. Jaina is not here. Jaina, come on. Your ADC's dead. Okay, their top laner is here. You're not. Yours is not. It's another 4v5 at an objective that you guys had no chance of getting. Well, we're not going to talk about it. We have a wealth of data to go over for those. Okay, Rick gets 2. Rick is the only hope left on the team. Where did Tyrone die? Up top? You just got it sliced. And then you guys lost? What is this? The new character sucks? Your Jaina sucks? I think, unfortunately, a lot of the reason you lost this game is because you... Not you specifically, but your team deserved to lose this game. Your... Nunu is very good. Can't say much for the rest of your team. What happened? How is Nunu alone? I need to slow this down. My brain is not fast enough. Oh, he whiffs a snowball. Okay, I know what's going through Rick's head. Rick doesn't want to hit this Cho'Gath with his ult. He was trying to get an angle, but he couldn't get an angle. And in that time, the Nunu died. So he turns to the Morgana because she's the easy kill. And that's true. Then he gets the reset, kills the other one. But then Cho'Gath is just big. I get it. Damn, your ADC mogged their ADC in farm too. If I was VOD reviewing for her, I'd be tearing her to shreds. How is she losing? It's because her support sucks. There might not be anything worth reviewing after this. We threw with that play where we pushed mid with no vision. Wow, that Jinx is also horrible. Oh, got the Cho'Gath. Yeah, I'm done watching this game. I don't even, like, it doesn't even matter. The play that lost the game was just pushing this mid turret. Everything else after this is fake. Like, you guys are behind for just, you gave 1,000 gold to Master Yi uncontested. And, like, it just goes ugly after that. Like, you're still in the gold lead, so you should be able to win this. But 4v5 on an objective you had no chance of getting, the classic, and then you're behind for the rest of the game after that, I believe. Yeah, they catch up to you. And yeah, I mean, it sucks that your Dairone wasn't here for this part, but I wouldn't say it was solely his fault. That you, like, it's tough. It's tough if a player never participates, but I don't think this guy was, like, purely throwing. I think your Janna sucked. I think she's horrible. But sometimes if a player's, like, not participating, it's tough, but, like, okay, their Cho'Gath is moving around. You play around your Dairone then. Figure out how to, like, make use of what he's doing instead of just saying, like, he wasn't there to help. Fuck him. But, like, I don't think necessarily he wasn't trying to win. I think he was trying to win the whole time. Maybe that Cho is just smarter than him, I guess, but... Yeah, you could argue that not coming to Akshan is throwing for this guy, but I don't know. Let's stop talking about this game. Okay, I had to pause for a second, but I am back. We are in a game with that Nigel has returned to. And according to the scoreboard, your Illaoi throws this game. So, there might not be much worth watching, but I just wanted to see if there's anything that could have been done. But I got a feeling it's just going to be, like, if we jump straight to the first death. It's a 1v1. Yeah. And then does that happen again? Vi goes up there? Nigel, how are you 2 camps behind pace? Hold on, we found something worth reviewing. What happens? Okay, first camp, second camp. What are you doing? You're gonna kill Ahri at level 1? Oh shit, he's gonna kill Ahri. Okay, I don't know, you burnt her flash, I guess. So that's why you're behind. And then they get a kill. I don't know, that's like a... You went for such a cheese gank. Why are you playing for cheese? That's... Like what? She's gonna... First of all, she like outpositions you by standing on the other side, whether that's just luck or what. But like your best case scenario is like what? Literally just burning her flash. Alright, you get the point. You're behind. Your top laner is able to get killed because of it. Because the Vi knows you're behind, so you wouldn't be able to... Even if you showed up here, like if you skip blue buff to go save her. you would be behind Vi because she was level 4 on. And then she's out ahead of you, so she gets both the crabs and she gets a gank on Rick. Does she burn Rick's flash?
Oh, don't go.
Rick holds flash just like stone faced. He calculated that he wouldn't die there, that he would dodge that charm by a quarter of an inch, I guess. So, like, you got mogged. Absolutely, like, she beat you here, she beat you here, she beat you here, she beat you here. 4 losses. Fight back! Look at it. Then you walk over Vision? You're gonna 1v1 her? Because Vi sucks? Let's see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Vi sucks. Okay, you get 1 kill because you tier listed her. Congrats. I bet if that was a better champion, you give up 2 kills right there. But, you know, that's a different game. Okay, let's check the news top lane. Oh, 3. Alawi died again during that? You can't do anything about that. Not your fault. Pretty good play by Alawi there. Still loses, but she did good. Look at this snowball effect, Nigel. So, like, you're behind pace so much that you kill her. This happened in the other game that I reviewed, but you didn't watch. So, I'm going to review this one because maybe you'll watch this one. You killed her. Let's see. Let's get back to that. Where's the death? Oh, you did it already? She gets dragon too? Off of you killing her? Okay, what happens? You haven't shopped yet. You don't have money for item? You do have money for item. You gotta kill. Okay, you're still behind her in CS. They get dragon. And she beats you to the next game? Because you have to back now. I just... And she's ahead of you by 12 CS. Like, this Vi is running the gap is ginormous. This person is playing like a D tier jungler and is like running circles around you. She beat you to this objective. She beat you to every crab so far. She beat you to the gank top. She beat you to 2 ganks middle. And like, the game's already over. This game was decided when you went for that Ahri gank level 3. The Vi capitalized on it, killed your top laner. Top lane is like, you can blame this person for not like sitting under tower and not snowballing it out of control, but they got free killed. You know, they're down 2 levels and now their lane's just, top lane is just fudged because of it. And it's just over from there. For something that you had the ability to stop. Not, like, I'm not saying this Alawi would have carried the game, but there wasn't 0% chance of you winning this game. I'm not gonna talk about the rest of it. The whole rest of the game is just gonna be this. We've seen enough of this. You gotta go for higher percentage plays. And cheesing Ari level 2 that was insane. Insanely bad decision. I don't know. Your best outcome was stealing her flash. Okay, this is... Oh, wait. Hold on. I wanted to watch the one. Maybe we don't even have to watch it. Because I don't have enough of a concrete point of, like, what goes wrong. But let's take a look at something. Okay, so you've got some defeats in here that are getting up to the 30 minutes. 20-minute loss, 20-minute loss, 28-minute loss, 24-minute loss, 30-minute loss, 31-minute loss, 30-minute victory. That's pretty cool. Long a victory in 15? Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay, your average time is like about 30, a little under 30 minutes maybe. For some reason, this game takes 34 minutes to finish. I just want to point out one play that I thought was ridiculous. I don't understand why this game took you guys so long to finish. And at a certain point, this Nasus was about to turn it and win the game for his team. So, like, and I think this is something that happens in some of your games where some of those longer losses, you guys are winning early game. You're winning up to like 25 minutes, and then it just falls apart because you're just like, I don't know, ants wandering around the map or something. I don't know. So, what I wanted to look at is this Baron. You guys get 2 Barons. Like, you're up 26 for dragons, and Baron doesn't end the game. That should be impossible. The whole rest of this game, it should end like right here. Alright. This all this time is opportunity for the enemy to pull an upset, right? Like, this time of the game is added risk, basically, is what you should think of it. This extra 5 minutes that just shouldn't have been possible. You guys should be able to win the game without Baron, to be honest. But you get Baron, and then let's see what happens. Okay, your Garen is backing. 2 more people are backing. Just kidding. Nigel decides he's gonna... Your whole team backs except Nigel, who's gonna... He's gonna get some wolves, okay? Okay, the whole team backed. Oh, we're just gonna go back to farming lane, I guess? We're not gonna push our advantage? We're farming jungle? Our own jungle with Baron? What's happening? What's going on? Interesting. This player believes in victory. I don't know what anyone else is doing. These 3 are here. Maybe you can pressure this tower now. The Garen is winning the game for you. This guy is throwing. I'm reporting him. He throws his ult to the Nasus. What is this guy doing? He's griefing your team. Your Swain loses. Like, the support is trying to 1v1 the top laner? Horrible. This is going horrible. Okay, so I regret to say, you guys no longer have the number advantage here. You do have Baron buff, so you can just kind of keep slow, and I think that's what you do. You just keep slow sieging this. To be honest, I would have just grouped with Garen, and you got 3 could, like, have forced this inhibitor, I think. Because you and MF are not, like, not going to win a fight if anybody comes at you. Like, if Metamumu tried to engage, you guys would die. Got the tower there. This guy? I'm reporting him. And look what happens. Somebody engages on you guys. You did get the tower. Not bad. And this is exactly what I was saying without even knowing this was going to be the case. Somebody engaged on you guys, and MF and Vex are just not enough to stop these kinds of characters from coming at you. Now this guy, this Garen deserves to win this game. Can't say so much for the Swain. Can't say so much for the Briar. TBH. So then, like, you know, you give up a shit ton of gold, but you're, like, super far ahead, so who cares, right? Like, you guys are, like, funny ahead, so you can just keep fucking around, and you end up winning. Let's stop reviewing it. You get the point. Something is happening where you guys are not pressing your advantages late game. This just shouldn't... None of this should exist. None of this should have happened. The call needed to be like, you get Baron. Everybody needed to back, apparently. Everybody backs to buy. Nigel doesn't back to buy. He farms his whole own jungle for some reason. And then, instead of Swain, you guys should have ignored Naz's. Force top, won the game. It would you just would have 4 people stack top, push, done. Or all 5, and that Nasus just stays over there. Who cares about him? Instead, we extend the game to an extra 8 minutes or something. Have to get a second Baron to win. And, you know, you guys won this one. But I know I've watched a lot of these where you don't win this one. Stuff starts going wrong at right about this point of the game. Okay. Last game. I know I watched this one. I wasn't talking during it. I was just letting you guys play. But... Hello? Okay. Ah, yes, the Vayne. Rick plays against Nico. I think he does pretty fine in this game. I think Rick does pretty fine in lane in most games, which is surprising. Like, no offense. What I mean is, like, I would think that the laning part is the part he would struggle with more. But I think he does. He generally tends to be ahead of his opponents. Nigel got cheesed and won for it? Rick just fucking blows that guy up. Okay. Vayne with the play. Huge. 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 But then... everything goes wrong. Kaboom. What, she was the 1v1 here? Pantheon ults up there? How does this happen? What are you doing? You threw his lane. What the? You threw his lane. This Vayne was fine. He's ghosting. Stop. You activated your W while your E wasn't up. You guys made it seem like it was her fault. No, 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 back, back, back. No. Damn. This part's unfortunate. She's getting babysat up here. So they're brutalizing her. You guys are getting a dragon for it. Nigel's whole jungle's up, but he must have just gotten dragged, yeah. Okay. One thing to keep in mind while I'm watching these, reviewing this stuff, is that, like, yes, these other players can play better, but I don't care. That part does not matter to me. Like, I want to dial in on how could you guys have turned this to a victory? This is a bad play. I think you turn back and fight him again. You went in on him while your E wasn't up again? You fucking killed this Vayne. Is that what just happened again? Yes. You baited the shit out of her. You threw this Vayne's lane. This game was not this Vayne's fault at all. She's got 2 deaths that can be purely attributed to you. And you gave up 2 deaths up here. Her lane is -4 because of your actions. Now, we don't even need to talk about the spill-on effects. This Pantheon knows you're dead. Comes down here, fucks up your bot lane. Thankfully, we got MVP Rick on the team. He's turning it around a little. This Caitlyn makes a play. I think this game's toast. I mean, I remember it from here. Rick is like Rick is in a position to potentially MVP this game. But you've put him in like the he has to be faker. Like, that's the situation you put our buddy Rick in. Okay. Hits the ult, not the clone. That surprising. Okay, Pantheon's gonna ult. What are you? Why did you turn around? I'm not gonna say anything else. Okay, I do remember there's one play Nigel, he will be punching his computer screen if I don't talk about it. He hits it! He's in! Oh, he thought his autos were gonna, or his tag was gonna kill. Okay. Okay, we get the kill. Okay, this is the play that Nigel's pissed about. I don't remember what comms are right here. But this is another Rick and Nigel are not on the same page scenario. Let's see if there was any pings. We're going to break this down nice and slow. It appears you guys are communicating to each other because you both walk into the jungle together. Your bot lane's a little low. Their bot lane's a little high. Kind of risky. Hold on. You've got a good ward. You got some wards in the river. Your bot lane having a back is of high concern to me. But Nigel wants this dragon. It's not a horrible call. It's not the best call. For some reason, I don't know what happens, but in this time, Rick is at dragon. So right here, our commands are, you can't see it, but Rick has commanded himself to go back to his lane, and Nigel has commanded himself to go back to dragon. And we need to figure out why we're not on the same page. You guys are in voice comms together. It shouldn't be possible that this is a misplay. So Nigel starts dragon. Rick, walking around in circles. I think this timer you could start at like 6:30 is when he hits dragon. $6:35. Okay. Let's see when Rick does something. $6:52. Rick is out of position and tries to fire a spell. He wasn't in position to defend Nigel because he was wandering around over here. That's, what was it, 6:30? With 20 seconds? 20 seconds of doing nothing. And now, bad news. This dragon is not dead because nobody was helping Nigel do damage for 20 seconds. And You weren't even in position to stop them from getting in on him. You guys were somehow out of position on a dragon that you had full control of. If we switch... Let's switch to see what Nico can see. Ah, they have a ward. We don't have a sweeper. Already, they're playing dragon better than you guys. They got an objective. They got an objective, and they're closing in. Okay, their call is to go for dragon. Somehow, your bot lane gets out-rotated. Your mid laner is gonna get out-rotated. And then their jungler is gonna get dragon. Beautiful ult. How did they have vision of Rick here? Switch me back. Do they hit a vision thing or something? Oh, it's just MF. Oh, MF has, she's fired an E in this position. But then it's just her natural vision here. Like, just a complete misplay. What should have been a dragon that started at 6:30 or 6:35, and you guys should have just gotten it and then gotten out of there. Instead, ends up being everybody dies. Just kidding. We get some kills out of it, actually. The Vayne? This Vayne came to help you guys. She bailed you out. When I'm reviewing these games, I have become a fan of the randoms. I am on the side of the randoms. When did she get there? Anyway, this play shouldn't have gone bad. Right here. Nigel dies, they get dragon. That shouldn't have been possible. But your GOAT top laner, who's been getting fucked over by everybody in this game, but he still believes in victory. This Vayne was gonna win this game. Goes in for the 1v4 and wins. And you guys want me to believe she's the reason you guys lost? Come on. The Olaf wasn't even there. That play didn't have anything to do with Olaf being fed. It was just a misplay by you guys. Let's watch it one more time. This will be the last thing I'm going over anyway. The directed camera is like, look, you guys don't have your support there. Rick's out of position to help. Rick's out of position to help again. Nigel's dead. Dragon is free for them. The main character shows up. That's the last. That play like went neutral, right? They killed your jungler and got dragon, but you guys got 4 kills out of it. So it was like pretty good in the end because your Vayne. Your Vayne is actually like a Smurf, but she got her lane sabotaged. Alright, I said I wasn't going to talk about more, but I feel like seeing what really goes wrong. Is that us pushing a tower without any vision of any of the enemy? Look at how much darkness there is. How many enemies are on the map? 0? Where is safety? There? Now, if we go by Kevin's rule of Fog of War, Olaf is right here. My Fog of War rule, and I saw it on the minimap already, there's an enemy right here. They aren't just sitting in base, man. So we give up 2 kills and our MVP dies. The big boss. This is the second time we're going to see this in this VOD review. The big 1K number is going to turn. Oh no. Now, you guys are... This game is probably fresh on the mind. I don't have to explain it from here. Everything goes wrong from this point. But I already reviewed a play that you can't just be pushing with no vision. If there's no enemies on the map, you cannot cross rivers. You have to know where the enemies are. You're not playing like Tryndamere or LeBlanc or something that can get out of these situations. I think it's over. I don't think any of the rest of this is worth watching. Oh, heartbreaking. I love that Alistar. No, I agree with this Vayne. You guys were like, this wasn't worth it. She says, fuck you. My team sucks. I have to get another item. She needs 3rd item so she can win this game. That's her vision for victory. I've turned. I have a whole new perspective on this game. She got you guys Akshan. Or do you guys get Akshan? That's crazy. She got tower and she pulled aggro for 2 and got Akshan. And defended base. This is the best player in the game. We're watching Vayne's POV from here on out. I think somebody just gets caught here eventually. Okay. What? What's happening? Oh, Rick's ult is down. Right here, Olaf's ult is down. I think Nigel needs to go in. He needs to be on these two. Oh, he did it. Unfortunately, the team wasn't really ready for the play. I think that was the right play, though. Your Caitlyn just went back. It was desynced, but that was the right idea. I actually agree with the idea. And, you know, maybe at that point you guys are just so far behind anyway that... And you don't have, like, the right team comp to make victory happen. Again. I think it's all over for me. We're gonna cut the video. Well...